Killer Dieter Pfennig is said to die behind bars after being sentenced for murdering Louise Bell more than 3 decades ago. Ports suspends and fines duo Jarman Impey and Aidan Johnson for their roles in a series of weekend car crashes. A court hears 5 teenagers in a stolen car may have been drag racing before a smash that left a man fighting for his life. And a boost for the northern suburbs as work on a key part of the billion-dollar Northern Connector gets underway.
This is 10 Eyewitness News, first at 5, with Rebecca Morse.
Good evening. Twice convicted child killer Dieter Pfennig will almost certainly die a prisoner after being sentenced for murdering Louise Bell. The judge called the callous criminal's offending most evil as he rejected the killer's bid for a minimum sentence. Phoebe Bowden was in court. She joins us live. Phoebe, will Pfennig ever be a free man?
Well, that's right, Beck. It is all but guaranteed that Dieter Pfennig will die in jail. He has to reach the age of 103 years old before he is even eligible to be released on parole.
Port Adelaide defender Jarman Impey has copped a fine and been banned from round 1 after fleeing a crash on Saturday. The club has also disciplined teammate Aidan Johnson after revealing he was a passenger in the car. The revelation comes as police confirm Eyewitness News reports that Impey was pulled over hours later for riding a bike without lights. Gia Laux has more. 'Tis the season for a Christmas market, and Kate Freeman, you found one at North Adelaide.
Beck, tonight there is a dusk market happening here at the beautiful grounds of Carclew House here in North Adelaide, and it gets started at 5:30. We've been checking out the setup this afternoon and it looks like the perfect place to spend a nice clear night like tonight. Carclew is an organisation for young artists, so tonight there are lots of exhibitions. They have 30 stalls and they're selling some of the artwork by up-and-coming local designers. And taking a look at the weather for the next few days, tomorrow is really warming up. We're heading for a top of 31 degrees in Adelaide, but we are expecting showers from late in the afternoon. They'll continue into early Thursday morning and they will come with a cool change. That'll drop Thursday back to 21 degrees and then it is clearing up for Friday. Tonight though, it will stay clear and dry, but it will be pretty chilly. So if you are planning to come along to the Carclew markets, bring a jacket, bring a picnic too. Beck, it should be a really good night.
It sounds lovely, thank you. Kate and Nick Butler is here with a look ahead to sport.
Hello, Beck. Lots of cricket going on. The Aussies are batting up in Canberra. Dave Warner has been on fire. We'll have all the highlights from Manuka Oval. Also, it seems outside of selling, the big issue, kicking, is the major issue down at the Power.
It's obviously the skill area, which I think we can, improve out of sight pretty quickly. So that's a focus going into our pre-season.
And the stars of supercars swapped their race suits for penguin suits at the Barry Sheen Medals. He was selling the big issue and kicking is the issue. It didn't really work. See you later.
No, I kind of got it. Good one, Nick. Still to come. A wanted man eludes police after ramming a patrol car during a dramatic chase in the northern suburbs. The family of an American man shot dead by police during a traffic stop continues their fight for justice following a mistrial. And the death toll from a fire that tore through a Californian warehouse during a dance party has climbed to 36.
With lightning strikes causing havoc across the country, we take a look at how you can avoid being hit by a bolt this storm season. We'll see you at 6:30.
Australia's airlines have been accused of blatantly misleading passengers over ticket refunds and cancellation fees. Consumer groups are making what they're calling a super complaint against the 4 domestic carriers, saying passengers are often losing hundreds of dollars they shouldn't be. Ursula Hager has more. Paul Hogan is the first and probably the last rigger from the Sydney Harbour Bridge to win a Lifetime Performing Arts Award. He's been recognised for his outstanding contribution to Australian television and movies. Here's Angela Bishop. This is Adelaide's 10 Eyewitness News. Tonight's headlines: child killer Dieter Pfennig will almost certainly spend the rest of his life in jail after getting a 35-year non-parole period for the 1983 murder of Louise Bell. Port Adelaide suspends and fines Jarman Impey and Aidan Johnson over their roles in a series of weekend hit-and-run crashes. And a jobs boost for the northern suburbs as work on a key part of the billion-dollar Northern Connector gets underway. Residents in Adelaide's north are being urged to stay indoors as police hunt a wanted man accused of ramming a patrol car in a high-speed pursuit this afternoon. Gemma Chapman's at Cragmore. Gemma, what happened?
Well, Beck, a large manhunt is underway for wanted Smithfield man Raymond Jones, who this afternoon allegedly rammed a police patrol car during a high-speed chase.
Gemma. 5 teenagers accused over a shocking crash on the expressway and resulting high-speed chase have appeared in court. The collision has left a man in a critical condition in hospital. Prosecutors say the driver may have been racing with the youths at the time of the crash. Caroline Morano has more. While Christmas is a time of celebration, it can also be a lonely time of year, especially for the elderly. A new app helps older Australians to overcome the blues by linking them to a carer and a friend. Matthew Sadler has the details.
And Nick Butler's back with a look ahead to what's going on in sport.
Hello, Beck. Lots around. We'll have all the action from Manuka Oval and an update on the Shield clash at Adelaide Oval after the break. We'll also reveal the big issue that Power is hoping to fix in 2017. And we'll enter the crazy world of indoor skydiving. It's good evening. Well, a David Warner century has Australia on target for a huge score in the second one-dayer at Manuka Oval. While Warner cracked a ton, skipper Steve Smith was on track for a second 100 from as many games before Tim Southey broke through. Travis Head has also continued his nice form. Lockie Reid has the highlights. OK, the Redbacks' top order has failed to fire on day 2 of the Shield match against New South Wales at Adelaide Oval. Now, Sam Raphael dug in for a handy half-century, but the rest of the top 6 offered little against the pink ball. Test hopeful Cal Ferguson once again failing to get runs when he needs them most.
Bowled him, right through him. So he's been watchful, Ferguson, but on that occasion, Stobo getting one in between bat and pad, right through the gate.
Yeah, the Redbacks will need to survive the tricky night session tonight to keep themselves in the match. We're staying at Adelaide Oval, and Amanda Wellington and the women's strikers are in the final preparations for this Saturday's season opener. The 19-year-old is in good form too, having made a dream debut for Australia a week ago.
And gone first ball! Oh my goodness, first ball of one-day international cricket.
I wasn't really expecting it, just talking to myself, bowl those consistent lines throughout the WNCL season and just hope for the best.
Yeah, and in the men's Big Bash, Sydney Thunder will be without captain Shane Watson for at least 2 games after he injured his calf. OK, Port Adelaide will face the Swans in round 1 next season without Jarman Impey after he was handed a $5,000 fine and a 1-week ban from the Power Leadership Group following his dangerous driving antics over the weekend. Max Burford has the story. Q Max. Well, after kick-starting Adelaide United's season with his 2 cracking goals, Red striker Enrique says he's got the taste for scoring and he's keen to add to his impressive tally against the Brisbane Roar on Sunday. Here's Alyssa Smith. In Perth, David Hindman ran a record 214 metres on the wall of a vertical wind tunnel, while in Penrith, Kermit Yudler did the most head spins, a sickening 54 in 60 seconds. What's all this about? For helping spin a great yarn and setting records for events many of us didn't even know existed. They can fly away with our play of the day. Not for me, that's sport. See you later.
Thank you, Buzz. Kate has all your weather details after the break. Well, hundreds will head to a Christmas arts market at North Adelaide tonight, and Kate Freeban's there. Back tonight, we're at the Carclew Arts Market in the beautiful grounds of Carclew House here at North Adelaide. And Carclew is all about supporting young South Australian artists and designers. So tonight there are lots of stalls selling their work. There are art workshops for kids, there are food trucks, picnic rugs. You could bring along your own picnic, and on stage we have lots of acts, and right now there is a South Australian Primary Schools choir. Last night and the night before we had some beautiful sunsets, so this morning we arrived at work to find lots of your photos sent to us. This one was taken by Aaron Rowlands from his Torrens Park backyard as the sky turned pink and red last night. And overnight it dropped to 13 degrees in Adelaide. Today it reached 24 degrees at 3 this afternoon, and right now it's 22. Taking a look around the suburbs, the top was 21 degrees today at Elizabeth, 20 in Glenelg and 24 degrees in Murray Bridge. Around the state, the wet weather's been up north. Moomba received 11 millimetres of rain, but most of the state stayed dry. It reached 27 degrees in Woomera and Port Augusta, 26 in Port Pirie. Ceduna and Maitland had tops of 24. Clare and Whyalla reached 23, and it was cooler in Broken Hill, 20 degrees. It reached 24 degrees in Renmark and Keith, 23 in Kingscote and 20 degrees down in Victor Harbour. Interstate, there were a few light showers today in Sydney and Canberra. Around the rest of the country, though, it stayed dry. The top was 20 degrees in Melbourne and it reached 25 degrees in Perth. On the satellite photo, there's thick cloud across the north and eastern inland part of our state, and today that triggered patchy rain. We do have a cold front on the way in, and that'll move across coastal waters tomorrow evening, bringing showers overnight. Interstate tomorrow, there'll be thunderstorms in Brisbane and showers in Sydney. It'll warm up to 26 degrees in Melbourne and 25 in Perth. Back in our state, tomorrow showers will start in the late morning in the west. They'll extend eastwards over central districts in the late afternoon, and they'll reach the Victorian border by the evening. It will be warm, 36 degrees the top for Port Augusta and 35 for Roxby Downs, 34 for Port Pirie, 33 degrees for Whyalla and a top of 31 degrees for Clare and Maitland. It will warm up to 34 degrees in Renmark and 31 in Keith. A bit cooler on Kangaroo Island though, 24 is the top for Kingscote. There is a strong wind warning for the west coast, the central coast and the Spencer Gulf. On local waters, southeast and northeasterly winds will turn northeast to northwesterly around 10 knots from late in the morning, with seas below half a metre. After a warm and sunny start, there'll be late showers across the suburbs. In the city, it's getting down to 12 degrees overnight. Tomorrow morning will be mostly sunny, but there is a chance of showers from late in the afternoon and possibly a thunderstorm tomorrow night. The top is 31 degrees. Those showers will increase overnight tomorrow and continue into Thursday morning. They come with a cool change and that'll drop the temperature by 10 degrees. But from there, it is staying dry with a warm and sunny weekend, a top of 25 degrees on Saturday, then 30 on Sunday. And then we are right up into the mid-30s next week. So some warm, summery weather on the way for us next week. Beck.
And some lovely carols in the background, thank you, Kate. That's Adelaide's 10 Eyewitness News today. Enjoy your evening. We'll see you tomorrow night. Good.